Hello and welcome back to An Old Man Tries, where I check out a unplayed game from my rather ridiculous catalogue of unplayed computer games and see what it's all about. This is selected randomly, and it is The Subject, a science fiction horror puzzle game, which you can get online multiple different places for around $5 or the local equivalent. And the premise of the game is that you're a prisoner who's been purchased for testing by biomass labs. I think they don't give you a lot of context about what you're supposed to do. You're just dumped into a maze-like complex where you have to solve puzzles. The game has two modes, as you can see on your screen. In normal mode, you have to provide regular data samples to biomass, which is basically using the save game function. And if you don't do this regularly enough, the game kills you. The idea being you have to provide them with the people running things with information, or they kill you, I guess. And on top of that, there's also a monster prowling around the place that also will kill you. So the casual mode eliminates both the forced saving and the monster, so you can focus on just doing the puzzles. I'm going to start with the normal mode and see how that experience is first, and then I might change if I have to, particularly because the game has only one volume control, which affects all of the sounds. So to turn off the music, you also have to turn off the speech and other sound effects. So it's going to be completely silent. So if there are any sound-based hints about the monster's presence, I'm not going to hear them. And that may also obviously mean that it's going to force me to switch to casual. But we'll try it in regular to start with. Prologue. Okay. Nearly 100 years ago, humanity began to populate the galaxy at an alarming rate. Unable to properly monitor such a widespread population, crime grew out of control. Looking for the fastest solution to a swelling crime epidemic, the government agreed to bids by commercial industry to police the galaxy. Hundreds of law enforcement companies appeared and began lobbying for more strict laws to boost prisoner count and profit. Crime plummeted, prisoner occupancy soared, and a divide grew between person and prisoner. Average people could be served with massive sentences for even the smallest offence and be treated as subhuman. Prison overpopulation quickly became an issue, giving birth to the prisoner auction system as the best way to keep steady prisoner churn and bring in even more money. Prisoners could now be bought and used for anything without legal ramifications. You have been purchased, black-bagged, and are in transit to an unknown buyer. Press any key to skip. This is cargo transport ARDA on approach. Transport ARDA, this is Kohati Complex Receiving, or Kohate, I don't know. We're seeking a temporary docking pass for the Kohati Complex. We have a next subject for Facility Bravo. Copy. So obviously that, I think, would have all been voiced, but temporary docking pass approved. Uploading access codes. You are clear for docking procedure. Copy that. We're docked. We're docked. This Officer 198 finalising release orders to Biomass Labs. Shipment 2099. Copy, releasing the prisoner now. All right, Trash, get up. You aren't our problem anymore. You get my awesome voice acting instead of the actual professional voice acting. Aren't you lucky? So it looks quite nice. Start log, subject has arrived. Welcome to Kahali Testing Facilities, now the property of Biomass Laboratories, subject MB134, bulk purchase order 2.099. All right, subject 134, please step into the biolink system in front of you. So it's WASD to move, mouse to look. Please remain still while your biolink compliance collar is applied. Downloading biological history. Installing euthanization module. Calibration. All systems nominal. Collar diagnostic complete. Thank you. You are free to exit. Oh, yeah. Oh, polite. How about that? Compliance collar is successfully applied. MB134, you've been fitted with BioLink collar and will need to visit an uplink terminal periodically for data collection, or you'll be removed from testing by automatic injection. If your time limit becomes low, you will hear this sound. Sound that I'm not hearing because I turned off the sounds. Please use the uplink terminal in front of you. Excellent. Now we need to perform a simple test before you move into the complex. Please proceed to the elevator panel. Is that the elevator panel? Is that the elevator panel? And that's the elevator panel. Please find the 3 data switches to activate the panel. Going to be embarrassing if I fail this, isn't it? Waiting for input, waiting for input. Waiting. There's 4 of them there. That's interesting. Okay, there are 3 data switches. And we can't leave the rooms. They must be nearby. Okay, so they're not data switches. Looking to see if there's any kind of change. Oh, there's a change to my cursor there. That one is red. That one is red. They both need to be up. That one is green. Okay. Right. Okay. Green, red, green, green. Okay, we've got 2. This is not movable, apparently. This is movable. That hasn't done it. Oh, probably because it's red. Not editable any further. Interesting. Okay. Not editable. Ah, these will be. So it said 3. There are clearly 4. Data port's closed. What does it want me to do now? They're all connected. Nothing there. It certainly doesn't give you a lot of context, does it? So we fiddled with that, 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 we fiddled with that. I mean, did we fiddle with this? It's not fiddleable, not fiddleable. That's the technical term, being able to fiddle with something. None of these things are interactable anymore. I wonder if there's a way to make the cursor bigger, because it's hard to spot whether there's actually a change. Nope, doesn't seem that way. Resume the game. Data port's closed. I mean, this says it's a data port, but there's nothing to click. Ooh, there's nothing to click here, is there? No. Click on any of these, they're not interactable. What am I missing? That. Okay, so that's the three. You have to do those four to do those three. Please enter the elevator to begin testing. Imagine all this, the ka-chunk noises. Onboarding complete. Like, this is the annoying part of all of the sound being on the same thing. I don't want music, and that means I miss out all of the environmental sounds, which would help with immersion. Okay. So bioread stations also save your progress. So now we get into the actual meat of the game. Ooh. And now we've actually got sound. So maybe it's only in the intro?
Please activate the center console.
That's interesting. I mean, as you can see, I have the volume turned off, but apparently, once you get into the main game, that only applies to the music, not to anything else. Okay, I have an H thing. I don't know what that's for. Okay. So something about center console. Okay. Okay, he's staying on now. And he is staying on now, it would seem. So we have two of these things sorted. Nothing here is interactable. And here so far, there's obviously more ready to scan. Okay, so that's the save function we can do regularly, which is good. It's not immediate, yeah. So it's going to be very much a game of spotting the little thing that needs. Can't do anything there just yet. Okay, well, we've got two things. Let's have a look. Okay, there's lots to do there, so let's go and check the thing that we could actually. Okay, so we've got that. I'm not sure what that actually does. Maybe it's a light. Okay. Keep going back here. Maybe it just gets you back to here. Like tells you how to get back. Maybe it's a navigational assistant, you know what I mean? And then after a while, it will reappear there. So maybe that's what it is. Okay, well, let's go this way and get eaten. Okay, yep, so you can shift to run. I'm going to keep following the left-hand wall, because otherwise I will get hideously lost. I mean, I probably still will get hideously lost, particularly once a monster turns up and I run away from it. Don't think that's interactable. These things, nope. That door is not interactable, okay. That's not interactable. There appears to be a dead end. There's something down here. Okay, well, we've achieved something. Was it to open that door back here? It was not. Okay. Then we will continue with the strategy of following the left wall. This is what decades of D&D will do for you. Okay, there is, I mean, that's very dark. Access key. So you have to set it to some, you have to find a code somewhere. Hopefully you don't have to brute force that, that would be bad. And that will get you into the next testing room eventually. If it's sound-based, I am not going to find it. Why am I, is this just a hidey place? So I think this might be a place where you can hide from the monster. Okay, well, nice that we found one of those. Okay, there's another scanny place. You probably can't see a thing because I don't know what the charging is. And yeah, as expected, hopelessly lost. So I'm assuming this is another testing room we can't get to yet. I wonder if there is a map. Nav helper, okay. It is so it is a nav helper. I think it just takes you back to, well, that's handy in the sense that you can follow it to get back to presumably the start. Okay, that was where that hidey hole was. Remember to scan. Yep, I've scanned twice so far. I don't know how often I have to scan. Okay, so we're back here. Interesting. So it all connects up. I didn't find... This should presumably take me back to the beginning eventually. But first I'm going to do following the left wall. The fact that it goes up and down also means obviously it can loop over itself. Yeah, because at this point, I'm pretty sure. We're near the beginning, but we haven't been this way, I don't think. Yeah, no, this is new. Oh, third dot point. Probably need to find a place to save when we can. Okay, another hidey hole. Dark, dark tunnel. Door we can't open yet. Okay. Probably time to find a scanner if we can. Because I'm sure that sooner... Oh, there you go. Thank you. Sooner or later. Gate access 2. Okay, well, we've done a couple of those. Scan again. Why would you not? There's not a lot of feedback on what things are doing, which I would probably find frustrating in the medium term. So, okay, so we're back at the beginning. We have ticked off 3 of these things. I'm pretty sure there was one I saw. I'm pretty sure this one is like the last. No, it's the 5th. So we're going to need to find one more and then we can come and do this one. Okay. So we went that way initially. This appears to be, oh no, it's not a dead end, it's just very dark. As in I literally cannot see anything. That doesn't seem very practical, unless I like massively increase the camera, and I don't think that's the intended behavior. So we'll try this way, which is just as dark apparently. Need to use lights to... Okay, well there are some lights here, that's something. Okay, this is a dead end, but we did find a thing to switch. Okay, where is the way out of here? There. Did it give us any better lighting here? Not really. Wow, this cannot possibly go horribly wrong. Yeah, okay. I have no idea where anything is, so it's H time. Okay. So yeah, this just brings you back home. You can follow it. That's somewhat useful, but not as useful as you might like. Definitely don't want to go anywhere without it, though. That's for sure. Right. There's something here. We haven't been this way yet, so let's try this. Okay. So this actually does appear to be a dead end. I can see well enough. I don't know if you can, but I can see well enough to see that. And then we have this, which appears to be a dead end. Also a place where if we run into the, you are special. Oh, thanks. Somehow I find that an implausible. I don't believe you really mean it, shall we say. Yeah, so I can't go any further that way. Can't go any further that way. Can't see a thing, really, but yeah, great. Okay. Well, Just checking for other editable, interactable. I mean, you are interactable, but I don't know what interacting with you does. No sign of the monster yet, which is, I guess, quite handy. Okay, let's have another look here and follow the right wall this time. Maybe we missed something by going left. Don't think so though, but it's always possible. Okay, so we've got this thing. That's not interactable. We have been here. That's not interactable. That is interactable and sensible to do. So right will take us back where we were. We've got this. Oh, are you? You are already interacted with. You are still locked. Ah, there's code. We need that code. Seven, 2, 4, 9. Right, so now we need to go back. 7, 2, 4, 9. That's a dead end. We're just running. Pretty sure this eventually gets us where we need to go. Yeah, so 7, 2, 4, 9. We have a flashlight. That's going to make life a lot easier. Also more dangerous. So I can actually kind of see in here, unlike some of the other places. Oh, there's a map. Well, that's a handy thing, isn't it? That's the kind of thing it's useful to take a screenshot for and have referencing ability to while you are playing the game. Okay, still don't know what they do, but I'll click on it in case it's recharged my flashlight. Okay, nothing else of useful here. Let's run. Yeah, that's where the map was. Cool. Remember to scan. You know what would be handy is if there was a place to scan near the thing that says remember to scan. But I suspect that the people who do this aren't the friendly sort of people who would do that for you. So let's see about getting back to the start room then. And taking one of those dark tunnels that we couldn't really navigate before. Pretty sure this is the way back, isn't it? Yep. It'll look like a silly person if it's not, but it is. Okay, well, we went down here a bit before and we were sort of okay at navigating because there were some lights, but let's just double check that we didn't miss anything. Yeah, we already interacted with you, so yeah, we've done what we can here. Using the lights on the floor to guide us. for your compliance. I don't think this was open before, was it? Was it? I don't know. And then there's that, which is not as dark. Yeah, this must have been open. Just dark. Okay. Well, hopefully there is another one. I mean, sooner or later we must run into this monster, but maybe to start with, it's not a big deal, the monster, and it becomes a bigger deal later. Hidey hole. I suppose I should actually just check that there's nothing in there. Be the kind of rude thing somebody might do. Okay. Now we want to go back, don't we? Because I'm pretty sure the next one was back at the beginning. Time to save too. Badink, was it you? Feeling it's you. Yep, so we got one more of these to find. That will then do something. I don't know what, but it'll do something. So let's go back to going left wall. Continue to explore. Okay, so you're a dead end now. Yep, dead end. Cool. You're interactable. You're a charge function. I don't know what you charge, mind you. Data in decrypt mode on. BIOS G9 access error. No link detected. Data port not in proximity. Locate data port access to connect. If found, please destroy. Okay. Well, we have that thing now, I guess. Okay, this is a dead end. So we stick with our continue to find the left wall routine. Saving final dot. We have apparently done all the dots now. What have we achieved? I don't know. We've probably achieved releasing the monster, frankly. Oh, that's different. Yeah, so I think we've achieved releasing the monster. Magic. That seems very helpful. Now what? They must presumably have also achieved something else, so let's see what, if anything, that might be. Doesn't seem to be any limit on your ability to run. Oh, that door is open. That's new. So that's what we achieved, in addition probably to releasing a monster. Whoa! Runny, runny, run time. Unfortunately, I think I've just found a dead end, so that's great. Ah, I'm dead, 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 dead. Game over. Well, that's the game. And I can obviously load from where I was, or I can play a casual game, which just lets me solve the puzzles. I think probably you do have to turn the sound on, because I think probably some of the sound would really help, which means you'll have the music, which I don't like music in computer games, so it's a problem for me. Yeah, I mean, if that looks like your sort of thing, it's obviously not a game that's going to hold your hand. It's not telling you anything about where to go or what to do. It's very much leaving it up to you to sort it out. And that will doubtless not be for everybody. But some people will love that because they you know they like a game that's just dumping them in it and letting them work it out. I could see myself continuing to muck about with this, maybe probably on casual, to reduce the frustration factor. Um, but yeah, hopefully that was interesting to you and you've got an idea about whether or not this is the game for you. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.